When did you not just dodge a bullet, but evade a full-on ballistic missile strike? I was 24 and broke when my neighbor offered me easy money. Just drive packages across town, no questions asked. $500 per delivery. Red flags? I ignored them all. The packages were always small, wrapped in brown paper, and the addresses kept changing, but the money was incredible. In 2 months, I made more than my entire previous year. My neighbor Marcus seemed legit. Nice house, expensive cars, always talked about his import business. The deliveries were simple. Drive to a location, hand the package to whoever answered, get paid. But then I started noticing patterns. The pickup locations were always different. Gas stations, parking lots, abandoned warehouses. The people receiving packages looked nervous, constantly checking over their shoulders. One delivery changed everything. I pulled up to this sketchy motel, room 237. When I knocked, the door opened immediately. The guy grabbed the package, but then froze. "Wait," he whispered. "You're not DEA, are you?" My stomach dropped. DEA? What was he talking about? That night, I couldn't sleep. I started putting pieces together. The weird locations, nervous people, the incredible money for such simple work. I was delivering drugs. The next morning, I decided to quit. But when I got to Marcus's house, police cars were everywhere. Neighbors were outside watching as officers carried out boxes of evidence. I drove past slowly and heard one officer say, "Biggest fentanyl operation we've seen in years." My blood went cold. Fentanyl? People die from that stuff. Then I saw Marcus in handcuffs being walked to a police car. He looked directly at me and mouthed, "Run." I panicked and drove home, but sitting on my doorstep was another package with a note, "Emergency delivery. Do this one and we're even." Every instinct told me to run, but I was terrified of what would happen if I didn't complete it. I drove to the address, a warehouse downtown. But when I arrived, it wasn't empty. Federal agents were everywhere. It was a setup. Turns out Marcus had been caught and was trying to make one final deal with the FBI. He was going to have me deliver evidence to them, making it look like I was cooperating while he escaped out the back. But the FBI was already waiting for him. An agent approached my car. "You must be the delivery guy. We've been tracking those packages for months." I thought I was done for. But then he said something that saved my life. "Marcus told us you had no idea what you were carrying. Is that true?" I broke down and told them everything. How I thought it was just packages. How I needed the money. How I had no idea about the drugs. The agent studied me for a long moment, then said, "Son, do you realize you've been delivering enough fentanyl to kill half the city? We've been building this case for 8 months." Marcus had been using me as an unknowing drug courier. If I hadn't shown up at that warehouse, if I hadn't been honest with the FBI, I would have been charged as part of his operation. Marcus got 30 years in federal prison for drug trafficking. And me, I got community service and probation in exchange for my testimony. I learned later that Marcus had 5 other delivery guys just like me. 3 of them went to prison because they knew what they were carrying and kept quiet. Sometimes the biggest danger isn't the bullet you see coming, it's the missile you never knew was aimed at you.